Good morning, afternoon, or evening from whenever or wherever you are watching this video from. I am Jack Adamus, back with an FA Cup round of 16 prediction special this week. Let's get straight into it. We start with the 8 o'clock kickoff tonight, which sees Aston Villa hosting Cardiff. Aston Villa will be out looking for revenge as they lost 4-1 just 3 days ago to Crystal Palace in the Premier League, ending their 4-game unbeaten run in the process. Although Cardiff are currently involved in a relegation scrap in the Championship, they will be looking for an FA Cup shock in this one, and they did get a victory just 3 days ago themselves. I think we will see Aston Villa make some changes in this one, and I think Marcus Rashford will start tonight, and I think he will get his first goal in Aston Villa colours in a 3-0 victory. Moving on to Saturday at 12:15, we have the South London derby between Crystal Palace and Millwall. Palace are on a good run of form, winning 4 of their last 5 games, keeping 3 sheets in those 5 games as well, so they'll be looking forward to this one. Millwall have had an up and down season and they have had a change of manager, but they are back on an up at the moment under Alex Neil, as they have only suffered 1 defeat in their last 9 matches and they find themselves 6 points off the playoffs. I do believe that Palace will be too strong for Millwall here though, and they will get a routine victory in this one, winning 2-0. Also at 12:15, we have an all-championship tie between Preston and Burnley. Preston do have one of the best home records in the 4 leagues in England this season, not in terms of points gained, but in terms of defeats. They only have 2 defeats in their 17 matches this season, and they are unbeaten in their last 12 home matches. Burnley have only conceded 9 goals this season, which is unheard of in the Championship, and they have only conceded 1 goal in their last 14 matches, which leads back to Boxing Day. Both teams will go into this and see this as a good chance to get into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. I think it will finish in a 1-1 draw though, and Burnley will go through on penalties. And for the 3 PM kickoff, it's the first of 4 ties between 2 Premier League sides. It is Bournemouth at home to Wolves. Bournemouth come into this one and they did lose to Wolves just over a week ago, which led to them leading to back-to-back defeats for only the 3rd time this season. Wolves have 3 wins in their last 5 matches, and after a disastrous start to the season, their season isn't turning out so bad. They've now got a bit of breathing space between themselves and the drop zones, and they know they've got a potentially in a quarterfinals of the FA Cup with a win here. Wolves are unbeaten in their last 5 visits to the Vitality Stadium, a trend that I think will change here, as I reckon Bournemouth will win here 2-1 in a good end-to-end game of football. And the 5:45 kickoff on Saturday sees Man City at home to Plymouth. Man City, this is their last chance of getting some silverware this season, but they do face giant killers in Plymouth here. Plymouth have already beaten Premier League sides in Brentford and Liverpool this season in the FA Cup, although since they did beat Liverpool, they have drawn 2 and lost 1 of their last 4 matches. I don't think Man City will make any changes here. I think they will field a strong 11 here, which is unfortunate for Plymouth, as I can see Man City winning here 5-0 in a dominant one-sided affair. Moving on to Sunday at 1:45, we have Newcastle at home to Brighton. Newcastle will be looking to get 1 step closer to the FA Cup final, as they have already got themselves to the Carabao Cup final this season. Brighton have won their last 4 games in a row, and they will be looking to make it 5 in this one in a very, very even game on paper. This game is a proper FA Cup tie, which could go either way, but I do reckon that Brighton will qualify though. I reckon it'll be 1-1 in normal time, and Brighton will score in extra time to make it 2-1. The 4:30 kickoff on Sunday sees Manchester United host Fulham. Manchester United come into this game and they did pick up a victory with 10 men midweek to win back-to-back home games for the first time under Amorim, albeit they were both against teams in the bottom 3. Fulham bounced back from a defeat to Crystal Palace on the weekend to beat Wolves away from home midweek, which now means they've won their last 4 away games in a row. Although Man United have won the last 2 head-to-heads between these 2 sides 1-0, I don't think it'll be a cup shock if Fulham do win here, which I think they will in a 2-1 victory. And the last game in the round of 16 is on Monday at 7:30 as Nottingham Forest host Ipswich. Forest broke their back-to-back losing streak with a 0-0 draw against Arsenal midweek, but if both teams were still playing now, I don't think either of them would have scored, as no one looked like scoring in that game at all. Ipswich's cup run is giving their fans something to be happy about. Although they are still trying and fighting to stay in the Premier League, they should have at least picked up a point against 10-men Manchester United on Wednesday. I do think this will be another dull Nottingham Forest game though. I do think they'll get the victory though in a boring 1-0 victory. Thank you very much if you are still here at the end of my video. I really do appreciate the love and support I've been getting from you guys. Please do continue to like, share, follow, but most importantly, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Have a good weekend, guys. And remember, if you don't shoot, you can't score. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.